Good morning, everyone. My name is Tumelo Mashabela. I'm a businesswoman and a registered patent attorney. I'm a director at Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys. Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys is a boutique law firm located in Hatfield, which specializes in commercial law, corporate law, and intellectual property law. We pride ourselves in that we partner with our clients and we educate our clients along the journey and provide personalized services. Some of the services that we provide to clients that are in the public sector, in the private sector, as well as in our firm. We assist businesses in identifying their intellectual property, protecting it, as well as commercializing it. We always ensure that we leave our clients educated. Therefore, IP awareness is very important to us. We provide as much awareness as possible to our various types of clients, like I said, your big business as well as a small business. A lot of people are under the impression that when they procure the services of an independent contractor, for example, you ask an independent contractor to develop a website for you or even a logo, people are of the view that they own that IP that relates to that particular website or the logo. That's not the case. The independent contractor will own the IP, even if you have paid for the services. So what is important is that you need to conclude what is called an assignment agreement. Therefore, the rights associated, the IP rights rather associated with the website as well as the logo, you need to ensure that they get assigned back to you as the person that has commissioned the independent contractor. If there is no written assignment of those rights, the independent contractor basically has given you a license to just use that particular website. And in future, if you wish to make changes to that website or to the logo, you actually need to go back to the independent contractor and probably even pay him more. So it is always important that you come to Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys, where we will be able to assist you whenever you are on the process of procuring services of an independent contractor. We will assist you in drafting a proper assignment agreement and ensure that your IP rights get to be assigned and transferred back to you and you get to own them. Most businesses, especially small businesses, they lack funds to have an in-house legal department with expertise to protect their intellectual property rights and assist with commercialization of their products or services. This lack of resources leads to decreased success in applying for IP rights as well as exploitation of those IP rights. At Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys, we pride ourselves in having boutique solutions that are designed to assist small businesses. Therefore, for all your commercial, corporate, and IP law requirements, please contact us on 012-942-8710 or by email by sending an email to info@tm-attorneys.africa. You can also find us on our social media platform, be it Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, with the handle at Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys. We are also available on Twitter under the handle at Tshaya Mashabela.
Thank you for that video. Tumelo, if you can please switch on your video, and okay, fantastic. I'm sure the audience is tired of looking at me now. You're put here anyway. Thank you so very much for that video and for taking the time to have prepared it for our audience. I'm going to ask you that if you have anything to add to the video, please, by all means, I'm sure our audience would love to hear it.
Thank you so much, Pel, and thank you for the opportunity. Yes, I have just two things that I would like to add on to what we've displayed on the video. The first one is, the misconception that IP is patents. So a lot of people, when you talk about IP, they already assume that you're talking about patents. But, small businesses, they need to know that there are various types of intellectual property rights. We have patents that protects an underlying concept. It protects a technological solution. Then we have a trademark. For example, if you are if you are selling your goods and services under a particular brand, that brand will be registered or protected in a form of a trademark. Then another type of IP right is copyright. Copyright protects things like books, your songs, let me say a technical specification that relates to your product. Another type of IP right is plant breeders' rights, that which protects a new plant variety. For example, if you come up with a new avocado, a variety of avocados, that could be protected in a form of plant breeders' rights. Another type of IP rights is designs. Designs protects, a shape or a pattern or a configuration of an article. I mean, we've seen lately quite a number of new sneakers that are coming, or being created by our small businesses. So that shape or new pattern of a sneaker, that will be protected by a design. Another type of IP right is what we call trade secrets. So trade secrets protect, information that is valuable to a company. You don't have to file patents for everything. There is some information that you feel that, you don't want it to become available to the public. You protect that by a trade secret. I mean, some of the famous trade secrets that we all know is your Coca-Cola formulation. That is protected by a trade secret, as well as, our KFC ingredients that is protected by a trade secret. So it's always important for small business to know about the various types of IP rights. But at our firm, Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys, we always we actually pride ourselves in the fact that we like to empower entrepreneurs and small business. So I urge small businesses and entrepreneurs to follow our social media platforms, as well as our website, where we have a wealth of information that talks about the different types of IP rights and how those IP rights can be protected. In addition, you can always contact us and come for a consultation, where we will be able to help you to identify the relevant IP right that is available within your business, and also advise you on how that IP right can be protected. Another last point that I would like to make is, it's a misconception surrounding company registration and trademark. What do I mean by that? There's quite a number of people or small business that once they have registered their company, they assume that they now have the right to use that particular name. And that's not the case. It is possible that you have registered, I'm going to use you, potato.co.za, but I'm selling potatoes, sorry. And then I then go and register a trademark relating to Pearl Potato. So I will then be able to come and stop you, Pearl, from trading using your company name. So it is always important, and these kind of misconceptions, we normally see them during at the beginning of the year. I'm going to give you an example. One of our clients, UNISA, is normally there will be quite a lot of bogus institutions that will be registering UNISA Tumelo, .co.za, or UNISA Tumelo Pty Limited. And because UNISA is a registered trademark, we are then able to stop those bogus institutions from using that particular name. So it is always important as a small business, especially if you intend to use your company name to be also, your trademark for your goods and services, to always come to Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys so that we can assist you in conducting searches, so that you don't find yourself at the end of the day infringing other people's registered trademarks. So that's a misconception. Just because you have a registered company, it doesn't mean you have the right to use that particular name, especially because when you register a company, the CIPC, they conduct searches on a company registration database. They don't look at trademark database. So yes, your company will be registered, but it does not mean you actually have the right to use that particular name. So come to us and we will be able to conduct the relevant search and advise you on whether or not you can use that particular name. I think that's it for Pearl.
Sorry, but you go first.
Now, I wanted to say sorry for that example.
No, I was just gonna say my version of a vegetable is potato. So I love potatoes. So we'll talk about potatoes later. You have invited the delegates to come to you guys. Is there a contact number and a contact email address that you can chat to us, and then they will then be able to get a hold of you that way? While you're doing that, yes.
Okay, yes. So you'll have to.
I'll
Yes,
have to
we
help
do.
you.
Yes, we do have a number 012-942-8710.
You say
And
that slowly, please.
it's 012-942-8710. Or our email address is info@tm-attorneys.africa. And on our social media platform, be it Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, they can find us on @Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys. And and on Twitter we are Tshaya Mashabela, so they can find us on those various platforms. But I will, I think I'll put it on a chat so that people will be able to remember. Yes.
Fantastic. We got a couple of questions for you, Tumelo. So, Reggie Niken asked, if I filed a design patent in another country, and if it was not maintained due to funds, can it be reinstated at a later stage?
If it was, if it was not?
If it was, so he's filed the patent in another country, and it was not maintained because of funds, can it then be reinstated at a later stage?
Okay, so I think Reggie's talking about restoration of a patent. Yes, you can restore a patent. If you look, for example, if in South Africa, we have a restoration process where you will need to put on an affidavit to say why the patent, did you allow it to lapse? And you need to indicate that by the time you found out that it had lapsed, that you did not delay in trying to restore it. And, there was no fault on your side with regard to allowing that patent to lapse. And then we submit that affidavit at the CIPC, and it lays open such that any other person who wants to oppose restoration of that patent, they can come forward. But if there's no opposition and you pay the outstanding renewal fees, then your patent will be restored. Same with if he has registered this in another country, we can still help him, but we will then work with an agent in that particular, an attorney in that particular country, because we need to follow the laws of that particular country. But yes, you can restore a patent.
Thank you so much for that question, Reggie, and thank you for answering that. Tumelo, there's another one. Oh, it is also from Reggie.
Oh.
If PCT time frame is expired, can we approach it after the expiry period when funds are available? I think that speaks to. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, PCT you can't. So basically, Reggie is talking about it an international patent application. So small business and viewers, you need to know that there is no international patent. So what we have is an international patent application, where it's called PCT, where we apply, and it gives you a time, it extends the time within which to file national patent applications in various countries. So it has a process. So once that process has expired, because you have until, I think, 30 months or 31 months from the date of filing a provisional application within which to file national phase applications. So if you miss that deadline, unfortunately, there's nothing more that that can be done. You can't, even if you raise funds later, you have missed an opportunity.
Thank you, Tumelo, for answering that. Reggie, I hope your question was answered. You have some love from Andeswa and from Marco Suzana, who says you are gold. And then also Kosinati says they love this session 100%. Thank you for that. And one last question from Tepo Dlame is, so do you apply for patenting for logo?
If it's a logo, It's not a patent. It's a logo. It's going to be protected by a trademark. Yes, you do apply. There is a process that we can assist you with at Tshaya Mashabela Attorneys in order for you to obtain protection of your logo through a trademark.
Thank you very much. By means, oh, there we go. Thumbs up. And I'm sure all of you have gotten the email address and the number. Thumbs up would help. Then we can see you all. Fantastic. We're all sorted with that. Tumelo, do expect questions from our delegates. And we thank you so much for the help that you have offered to provide.